Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. The XRP price has gone up a little bit in the last few hours, or in the last 24 hours. Yeah, we've seen a bit of a price increase, a price jump, you could say. But again, most of that is gone already because we are still overall in the correction, you know. So there was some positive news, which I also posted on in the Telegram group for channel members. So one of the benefits you would get as a channel member, if you decide to try it, is some of these timely updates. So what happened? We had some news, and basically the XRP or Ripple is now allowed to use a so-called fair notice defense, which is what the SEC has really tried to stop at all costs. And in other words, that means that Ripple will be able to make arguments that the SEC has basically missed to inform Ripple in advance that XRP could potentially, or what they are doing with XRP could potentially be in breach with US laws. And Ripple therefore claims that the SEC did indeed miss to create clarity in terms of the regulations that affect Ripple and XRP, of course, as well. And this is also supported by Ripple's lawyers, and they have some documents already set up and so on. And very interestingly also is that Gary Gensler, who's the boss of the SEC, basically, he recently claimed that also they will have to cope with some losses. He kept it quite generally, did not mention Ripple, but it is quite striking that he says that when the Ripple SEC case is quite a lot in the focus here, especially in the crypto world. So that's quite interesting, and that had a short-term positive impact. But as I say very often, that news like that, either they are often already priced in or they only have a short-term effect. And there you go. It was not sustainable. We have not managed to break any of the critical levels here. So again, there is no reason to panic. For XRP, I'm looking here at a few interesting levels above or below which I would not be very confident that we have really broken any significant levels and that we are heading for further upside. So for me, the main level that I'm watching out for is this $1.02 level. That is the price needs to go above it and hold above it, because only then this uptrend is confirmed. Until then, we are pretty much here sort of in a range between, you could even say between 55 cents and where are we at the moment, and 87 cents. Because we had this peak here before to roughly $1.02. It was even that wick went a bit higher, but the $1.02 level is very important, because that is one of the levels also based on the Fibonacci retracement levels, that if the price is going above that, then with a much higher likelihood you also can go higher. Until then, we are really stuck in here, and Ripple or XRP can't really decide where it's heading. We talked in the last video about this pennant triangle, and we saw a breakout exactly as we broke out of this apex here. But again, there was a little bit of volume, nothing significant really. And what is a bit annoying, you could say, is that even though we had a bit of a breakout here to the upside, you see now already here on the daily chart that long wick from the upside coming down, meaning that a lot of the profits that were made, I mean, it did go up to 85 cents. It was not sustainable. So the bears pushed back, and it looks a bit like that the bulls can't really do it. You could call this a bull flag. Yes, you could. What isn't great in terms of a bull flag is this long wick. So the longer that wick to the upside is, the less bullish it is. I'm on the 1 hour chart. You can't obviously see that wick, so you could call it a bull flag on the 1 hour chart. But even here, if you call it a bull flag, you would have expected something like a breakout here. But what is the price doing? Just moving sideways, pretty much doing what it has been doing here in the last couple of days anyway before that breakout. So I'm not convinced. And personally, I mean, you know that my buying area was down here. That is why we've got that target area defined there. The price did go into that area. I mean, I did already dollar cost average into XRP at a little bit higher levels, but this was the area where I said that the price with the highest probability is turning around, and it perfectly reached here this 78.6% fib level at 56 cents. Reacted to it quite strongly, but since then has failed to maintain or create an impulse to the upside. What does that mean? That means if you only have not an impulse, but only like a 3-wave move up, which we did an ABC, then at least it means we are continuing in a correction. You are not yet in an impulse, and only if you get into an impulse, a 5-wave move to the upside, only then you can really push out of this correction and potentially then complete the correction as well. After this wave C, XRP had a chance to find support here around 75 cents and then do that 5th wave to the upside, but it failed. It dropped down too much. I mean, it's still possible that this could become an impulse, but the whole structure doesn't at all look like it. Basically, that came down too much, therefore basically nearly invalidated that whole uptrend here. And while we are going up, again, it does not look, the price structure and the price action doesn't really look like it is anything sustainable. Yeah, for that, first of all, we need to break above that $1.02 level, and it's still quite far away. And the thing is, we don't really see an impulsive structure. There are too many overlaps, too many retracements, and it doesn't look bullish at the moment. Yeah, it looks very much indecisive. That is what I can tell you. What I want to mention is just sort of the perspective of where the price can be heading after the correction. So as you already probably can hear, my primary expectation would be that we're going to go down once more into this yellow target area. Yeah, this doesn't mean we couldn't see some temporary upside, and we get to that in a minute, but it means that at the moment at least we cannot see it in the price structure, and also we have not crossed the very important resistance level of $1.02, which would, with a much higher likelihood, to confirm an uptrend. Overall, in the next major wave up, we can expect the price of at least $3.11. That's the 1.618 Fibonacci extension. And that would be, if we assume this here was a wave 1, this is a wave 2 where we currently are in, the next wave would be a wave 3 that should go to at least $3.11. Just mention that because that is what I'm often asked. What would be the price target for the next larger wave up in all-time high territory? And that was it. So yeah, overall, it did obviously break out. We could call this a bull flag, yes, but again, it basically already broke out and did nothing. So this is not looking good. I would be a bit careful here at the moment. What I can tell you, the next real potential breakout point that I would see, yeah, is here above this wave C, so the 91 cent level. That is a very important resistance level, above which, however, the next one is already very close, the $1.02 level. So yeah, it is not very clear at the moment to me. The price is dancing on that 50-day moving average. You're just lacking that upside momentum, and sometimes you just have to wait and be patient. You know, that's what it is. We had a few nice, discovered a few nice patterns in some crypto charts here in the last few days. This one was one as well, by the way, this triangle here. And again, you had a breakout to the upside a bit later than actually it already moved a little bit too far, actually. Even though I think if you move that a bit closer, yeah, you could argue that was the breakout out of that triangle here that happened. And now we're doing a bit of a bull flag. But again, the bull flag is nearly already done because you have not managed to break out yet. And I mean, to be fair here on the 4-hour chart, it still looks a bit, but it's a bit unclear to me. Yeah, we had a much more beautiful one on Terra Luna, and that did work out. What I would say here, if you draw that as a bull flag on the 4-hour chart, it looks a bit clearer to me. Then if you break here above, and that would be now, if you break above 80 cents, that could push the price higher, and the price target for that would be 85. Basically, the price target for that wedge, the first price target would be the beginning of that wedge, and that would be here at 85 cents. So if you see a breakout here again, then, and here you had a volume confirmation, here you did. With one volume confirmation, I oftentimes just mean you need a little bit of increased volume. There isn't really a number for it, but you need to see increasing volume, yeah, like you did see here, for example. You need to see some sort of a spike. It doesn't need to be that big, yeah, but you need to see some sort of a spike. And what this here looks like is like a little bit of a just a correction after that pump. Therefore, you are coming down, and there is a chance it can continue like that. For that, we need to break above the 80 cent level. Obviously, that is going down the further we go down. And however, at some point, then you should really see that reaction to a support level. And the next support level that you can expect here in this smaller move is the 77 cent level. So we're nearly there. 77 cents. That is the 61.8% fib level. If you find support there, we're currently below the previous fib at 79 cents. Yeah, so the next one is 77. If you find support there, then you could see a reaction and the breakout to the upside, and then the first target would be that 85-cent level. That would be another long opportunity for everybody who wants to take the trade, but if you take it, that's entirely up to you. But that is certainly what we can see here. So I just want to make clear that even though I do at the moment primarily expect the price still to go into that yellow target area, it doesn't mean that has to happen tomorrow. It is more the overall trend and where the price naturally is drawn to. Of course, you can see, if you see a small formation like this, there can money be made, you know, if you see a breakout from such a formation. Absolutely, yeah. And we saw it worked out with Terra Luna, for example. There was this bull flag, or the two bull flags that I talked about, that did work out. Nevertheless, I still expect that Terra Luna is at the end of its uptrend and will go into a correction. So, you know, this works together. It is just a question of what is your time horizon really, and is it for the long term or the short term? So that's my view here on XRP. Hopefully that was useful. If you liked it, then please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, if you really like the content, check out the channel membership for, as I said, regular updates, my own buy and sell orders, and all sorts of additional content, and the Discord server, Telegram live chat, and for access for the weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.